Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I know I've been gone for a little bit. I do apologize. Just had some things going on. Had to get some things taken care of. Everything's all good now. But I got a few videos in the works, ready to not ready to go, but almost ready to go. Like M-Tech trim for the windows, missing the driver's seat and the door card. Those I had they're being professionally redone, unfortunately, because the seats were just too far gone. I know I mentioned that in the past, and also, just a quick update, I got my first mod for the E30, which I'm really excited about. Shout out to Garagistics for their antenna delete plug for the E30. Happy to have this, just to clean up the look of the car, and plus I don't really listen to the radio much anymore, so that's a good thing. Anyway, today I'm going to bring you guys along for the ride. I got to take the front two wheels off my car, and I haven't even shown you the new setup yet, but I got to take the front two wheels off the car. They're leaking air from the hardware pretty bad. I just want to be able to drive on the wheels and not have to worry about them. So I'm going to go ahead and show you the wheels, show you where they're leaking from, because I know one of them's marked, and the other one's leaking from the hardware as well. I just don't know where. It's just such a slow leak. Get those tires off, and I'm going to show you how to reseal up some wheels today. So alright, so these are the wheels I got. They're WCI JB1s. They're 19s now. They're not 18s. I sold my 18s that were wide body spec for some M4 wheels because these were off of an M4. A couple reasonings behind that is I do want to run upgraded brakes at some point on this car. This will give me the room for that and the clearances that I need. I just now unfortunately need bigger lips, and I'll show you what I'm doing just to keep these looking good instead of being so sunken in on the wide body right now. So at the moment in time, this is the rear wheel. The front two are the ones that are leaking. These aren't. So moment in time, these have 40 mil spacers in the rear. I don't know if you can, let me see if I can get in there. Let me throw a light on there. See that back there on the hub? That's a 40 mil spacer back there. And I still have, if you look, I still have room. It's not flush. I could still easily go like another inch. So these are gonna get bigger lips all around. This is just part of the process, unfortunately, of making things work. No other way of saying that. So you got to do that to the front. And the fronts that are in here have 20 mil spacers, but they sit about the same distance from, I mean, same distance. You can see I got a whole finger in there. I know that doesn't say much or seem like much, but it's a lot of space. So a couple advantages: I'll be able to run bigger tires, which is what I want. I'll be able to run a bigger lip, which is what I want, and then I'll have all the back padding, which is back here, to be able to run upgraded brakes, more than likely M4 brakes that they put on these chassis all the time. So something that's gonna come in the future, just don't know when. So that's part of the reason I'm doing all this. So I'm at the tip of madness, I guess you can say. But overall, it's a good looking wheel. That's why I like it. Just unfortunately they leak air, so I'm gonna get fixed today. Quick shameless plug, just got these made. If you want one, direct message me on here or Instagram. I'll happily send you one out. Prices are in my Instagram. Again, it's Beamer Poppy, BIMMERPAPI. Hit me up there if you want one. It's black ice is the smell of it, so it doesn't smell bad. Quality is pretty good. No complaints. It actually smells pretty good in the car. So if you want one, just hit me up. Alright, so first things first, you're going to take the TPMS off. All it is just a 12mm screw that goes on from the front. Once you take this screw off, just like this, you are able to pull it out of the hole. So in other words, once you take that screw off like that, this just comes right out. Now, onto the big thing. As you can tell, I have the tires taken off. So when you look at this, you can see the silicone, right? Now look at this one, no silicone, only where it should be. Look at the overuse of silicone on this. Look, there's so much you could literally just peel it right off. That's not a good thing. But that's not the part that scares me. On this side, you can literally, and there's my problem. Like literally, that's probably where I'm leaking air from and all that goodness. So next up to do is remove all this, which I have my handy dandy kit that I just bought, but I'm gonna remove as much as I can by hand to make the process just a little bit more cleaner. So bear with me. Come back once this is all cleaned off and show you. All right, so just a quick overhaul of what I'm using. I bought different size wheels. As you can see, I got one on there already. They're just metal wire wheels. Got a couple in there and get the silicone off. I bought new silicone, a 3M pad over there, tape to lay down the silicone, a caulking gun, screwdriver just to get into the tight places, and then a 12mm socket to get the TPMSs off. So it's pretty much all you need, and so this is how it's not supposed to look. That right there, that's not supposed to do that. And once you're done hitting wire wheel here, and then you'll see that it's all nice and clean, and I'll be able to lay down the silicone line there. So now I'm gonna clean this one up, and then I'll show you how I lay my lines. Alright, so as you can see, I made a bit of a mess. This side wasn't nowhere near as bad just because of it was already pretty clean. I've already cleaning all this up, pretty much, probably say about a third of it, maybe half. Drill just died on me, so I'm just giving that a charge. I'll come back, but this is not a clean process, as you can see. Then I gotta get back in here, clean all this out. Got some brake cleaner I'm gonna use to make sure all this is nice and clean. Trying to make sure I get all the paint off of this as well. Powder coat paint, whatever they used. Like that I can get a nice good seal on both the aluminum and the chrome, which I know the chrome is the hard part. I'm just trying to make sure that I score it up enough to where it sticks properly, and I'm gonna clean it up to make sure it sticks properly as well. So that's what I'm doing here, and again, I got about half the wheel I still need to do, but I mean, it's already cleaner than what it was. I'm using this one now, just to get it nice and even in the groove, and just going at it and letting it do its thing. Alright, so it's all cleaned up now. This was the one that was the worst. I mean, you can tell by the mess I have over here. Silicone, I mean, I'm covered in it. But getting this cleaned off now, I'm gonna hit this with some brake cleaner, make sure I get a good surface, and then same thing with this one. Nice and clean, you can see in there. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit this with some brake cleaner, tape it off, and show you guys what I can. Okay, so I was being an idiot. I wasn't recording, but as you can see, I have blue tape here, headed on this side too, like that I could get a nice crisp line. I already started pulling away at this tape after I laid down the silicone. Now that's a nice clean line. You don't have a ton of excess silicone, nowhere for the tire to catch, which is all you pretty much want. So that's what you have here. I can't believe I didn't tape that. Anyway, come over here. You get to see how clean that line is. There's no extra silicone or anything, you know. And that's what you want. You don't want it to be all flaky the way it was, or else nothing really good happens. Actually, it just kind of gives it a chance for the tires to catch, and if the tires catch on the silicone, it rips the silicone, and then you don't have a bead, and then you leak air like what was happening to me. So pretty much all in all, these are pretty much done. Gotta get the tires, gotta leave these to dry for like 24 hours. So once these dry, end up putting the tire on tomorrow, but once these dry, throw them right back on the car, and they should be good as new. Sorry that wasn't as in depth as I wanted it to be, but that's pretty much the process. It's nothing too crazy. I'll give you some videos of it on the car tomorrow. I think that's gonna be it for tonight though. So alright, so it's the next morning. This is the sealant's pretty dry, but it recommends 24 to 48 hours. I'm gonna wait the 48 hours just because I really don't want to leak and don't want to rush this. I mean, it's only been probably like 18 right now. I just finished this up probably around like 7, 8 last night, so feels good, but I know it's not fully cured yet. But I just want to show you guys real quick. All I did, I took some tape and literally just right along this edge where I was just eating away with the wire wheel. That's where I laid it down on both sides, and as you can tell, once you remove it, it needs a nice little, just a nice little clean line. You don't have to worry about too much getting onto the chrome. I mean, you don't have to worry about too much getting onto the chrome, because this is where I really think my issue is coming from. Chrome is just a really slick and hard surface. That's why a lot of people don't like chrome. so it's really hard for the silicone to stick to the chrome. So that's why I kind of did it like this. So pretty much what's behind me is the final product. I just need to get the tires on. I'm gonna test them on a dunk tank and make sure that they're holding air, and yeah, that's gonna be about it. So I'll pick up with this video tomorrow or the next day after I get the tires on. I really want to give them the full 48 hours, make sure they're nice and sealed. Not something that you have to do. People say, seen people do it waiting up to like 12 hours and doing it. I'm just taking the extra precaution, and I highly recommend it at minimal 24 hours. So that's that. And next thing you'll see is more than likely me installing these. So take it easy, guys. So joke on me, ended up the wheels kept on leaking after I had sealed them. So it looks like the chrome is actually peeling from the inside of the lip. So in order to fix that, the chrome has to be stripped, and I don't even know where or how to do that. So that's going to be the next thing on the list of things to do. So it looks like I'll be moving forward in either buying new lips or getting the chrome stripped off of these. So thanks for watching. Please make sure to like and subscribe. Just keep watching my daily pain of working on cars. Till next time, guys. Bye.